For years, tensions in the Middle East have been building, but now something has changed. This is no longer just tension. This is escalation. Missiles are flying across borders, drones are targeting cities, ports, and military bases, and for the first time in years, the possibility of a large-scale regional war is no longer theoretical. It's happening. Recent reports confirm that US and Israeli forces launched major strikes inside Iran, triggering immediate retaliation across the region. What followed was rapid escalation. Iran responded with missile attacks. Drone swarms began crossing into neighboring airspace, and air defense systems across multiple countries were activated at once. This is no longer a conflict between two countries. It is spreading across the Gulf, across shipping routes, across global markets. In fact, attacks have already impacted critical infrastructure and oil routes, including the Strait of Hormuz, where nearly 1/5 of global oil passes. And that changes everything. Because when energy routes are threatened, the entire world feels it. Oil prices rise, markets react, and governments prepare for the worst. But the most dangerous part isn't what's already happened, it's what comes next. Because conflicts like this don't stay limited, they escalate, step by step, strike by strike, retaliation by retaliation. And now, analysts are asking a serious question. Are we witnessing the beginning of something much bigger? A conflict that could pull multiple countries into war? A war that could reshape the Middle East? Or even the world? To understand that, we need to break down how this escalation began, and what makes this situation different from anything we've seen before. This conflict didn't start overnight. It has been building for years. Tensions between Iran, Israel, and the United States have existed for decades. But in 2026, everything changed. On February 28th, a coordinated US-Israel operation launched strikes across Iran, targeting key military and strategic sites. This was not a small operation, it was large-scale, and it triggered immediate consequences. Iran responded quickly. Missiles were launched, drones were deployed, and attacks spread beyond a single battlefield. Soon, the conflict expanded across the region. Gulf countries began intercepting drones. Shipping routes came under threat. Military bases were targeted. This is what military strategists call an escalation ladder. At first, limited strikes, strategic targets. Then, missile retaliation. Drone attacks now. Multi-country involvement, infrastructure attacks. Global economic impact, and each step makes the situation more dangerous. Because escalation is not linear. It accelerates. One strike leads to another, one response triggers a stronger response. And suddenly, a regional conflict begins to look like something much bigger. To understand how serious this situation is, we need to look at the scale. This is not a small conflict. This is a multi-layered war involving missile systems, drone warfare, airstrikes, cyber operations. Iran has launched hundreds of missiles and drones across the region targeting military and economic assets. At the same time, US forces are deploying thousands of troops, naval fleets are active in the Gulf, air defense systems are operating continuously. Even Israel, with one of the strongest air defense systems, has faced multiple missile strikes hitting populated areas. And the war is not staying in one place. Attacks have been reported in Israel, Iran, Iraq, UAE, Saudi Arabia, Oman. This is what makes this conflict different. It's not localized, it's regional. And when wars spread like this, they become harder to control. From a military perspective, this war follows a clear pattern. Phase 1, airstrikes and surprise attacks. Phase 2, missile retaliation. Phase 3, drone warfare, plus infrastructure targeting. Phase 4, regional expansion. Right now, the conflict is between Phase 3 and Phase 4. Iran is using ballistic missiles. Advanced drones, proxy networks USA and Israel are using air superiority, precision strikes, intelligence-based targeting. The goal is simple: disable the enemy before they can respond. But here's the problem. Both sides have strong capabilities. Both can strike, both can defend, and that creates a dangerous balance. Because when neither side backs down, escalation continues. This war is not just regional, it is global. The Middle East controls a major portion of the world's energy supply, and right now, that supply is under threat. Oil routes are disrupted, shipping is slowing down, insurance costs are rising, and global markets are reacting. In fact, oil prices have already surged due to instability. But the bigger risk is expansion. If more countries get involved, NATO allies, Gulf states' regional militias, then the conflict could grow beyond control. This is why world leaders are calling for de-escalation, because once wars reach this level, they become unpredictable. Right now, the situation is at a critical point. The systems holding stability together are under pressure. Military systems, economic systems, political systems, all being tested at the same time. If escalation continues, the consequences could be massive. More strikes, more destruction, more countries involved, and possibly a war that spreads beyond the region. Because history shows one thing clearly: wars don't always start as global conflicts. They become global conflicts, step by step, escalation by escalation. And right now, we may be watching one of those moments unfold. The question is no longer, will the situation escalate? The real question is, how far will it go?